From career-ending tackles to insane celebrations, here are the top 7 most disrespectful moments in football history. Before we start the video, I just want to remind you of our monthly giveaway, where you can win the football jersey of your dreams. For more infos, check the pinned comment. Let's kick things off with a moment hot off the press. Emiliano Martinez's bizarre yet unforgettable celebration after winning the Golden Glove of the 2022 World Cup. Argentina had just triumphed in a nail-biting penalty shootout against France, and Martinez decided to celebrate like a rock star at a frat party. Instead of the usual proud smile, Martinez took his award and made a gesture that was anything but family-friendly. The internet exploded. Memes were born, and people everywhere couldn't believe what they saw. Argentina had just won the World Cup. Messi was finally crowned king. And Martinez? He made sure everyone remembered the other part of the night too. Honestly, you've gotta respect the creativity. FIFA officials weren't exactly thrilled, but the world couldn't stop laughing. At number 6, we have one of the most iconic celebrations in football history. Cristiano Ronaldo's calma calma gesture during the 2012 El Clasico. In one of the most heated football games of the year, Ronaldo scored the decisive goal for the Real Madrid against their biggest rivals, FC Barcelona at Camp Nou. But it wasn't just the goal that made headlines. It was the way Ronaldo celebrated that would become etched in football lore. Instead of the usual celebration we expected after a goal of such magnitude, Ronaldo chose a more calculated approach. He turned to the hostile Camp Nou crowd and coolly gestured with both hands, telling them calma calma, or in other words, calm down. It wasn't just a celebration, it was a direct message, a form of psychological warfare, throwing shade at the Barcelona fans who had been jeering him throughout the match. The gesture caused an immediate uproar. The audacity of telling one of the most hostile crowds in football to calm down after silencing them with a goal didn't just stir emotions, it crossed a line for some. Barcelona fans and players were incensed by what they viewed as a blatant act of disrespect, and tensions on the pitch rose even higher after the celebration. But the controversy didn't end there. In the aftermath, FIFA took notice of the incident and decided to ban Ronaldo's calma calma celebration. But before we continue with the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, smash the like button too. Now, let's go back to the video. At number 5, we have Lionel Messi, aka the Magician, turning Jerome Boateng into an internet sensation during the 2015 Champions League semi-final. Messi was in full glow, gliding through Bayern Munich's defense like they weren't even there. But the real moment that etched this into football history was when Messi left Boateng in a heap on the pitch with just a single silky movement. I mean, look at that. Boateng didn't just lose his footing, he collapsed like someone pulled the plug on his legs. And Messi? He casually followed up by chipping the ball over Manuel Neuer like it was no big deal. For Boateng, it was probably one of the most embarrassing moments of his career. But for the rest of us, pure gold. People still talk about that moment as if it happened yesterday. Messi doesn't just beat defenders, he makes sure they are immortalized in football lore. As for Boateng, the fall is more memorable than anything else he did on the pitch that day. Rough moment, but when you're up against Messi, sometimes gravity is your worst enemy. At number 4, we have the special one, Jose Mourinho, who knows how to add drama to any situation. In 2018, after Manchester United pulled off a stunning comeback victory against Juventus in the Champions League, Mourinho did not want to celebrate the usual way. No, he turned to the Juventus fans who had been taunting him all night and made a shh gesture. The message was clear. Mourinho was basically telling them, I am the boss. The Juventus fans have been giving Mourinho a tough time throughout the match. But when the final whistle blew, it was his moment to get the last word. without even saying anything. Classic Jose, right? It's the kind of moment that makes you love or hate him, but you can't deny it was absolutely savage. Now at number 3, we've got one of the most intense rivalries to come out of the 2022 World Cup. Kylian Mbappé versus Emiliano Martinez. The World Cup final between France and Argentina was already a match for the ages, with Mbappé scoring a hat trick to keep France in the game. But after Argentina won in penalties, Martinez didn't just celebrate, he targeted Mbappé directly. Martinez's taunting started during the penalty shootout, and it didn't stop after Argentina lifted the trophy. The infamous moment came during Argentina's victory parade, when Martinez was seen holding up a baby doll with Mbappe's face on it. That's what I call next-level trolling. I mean, winning the World Cup is one thing, but taking the trolling to this degree? Martinez didn't just rub salt in the wound, he poured the whole shaker. Savage, sure, but in football, these mind games are all part of the fun. At number 2, we have a moment that still sparks debate to this day. Sergio Ramos' infamous tackle on Mohamed Salah during the 2018 Champions League final between Real Madrid and Liverpool. What was supposed to be a night of footballing greatness quickly turned into a heartbreak for Liverpool fans when Ramos made a challenge that many argue was not just a foul, but a deliberate attempt to take out Liverpool's most dangerous player. The incident occurred around the 25th minute of the match, with both teams pushing hard for control. Salah and Ramos tussled for the ball near midfield. In a split second, Ramos wrapped his arm around Salah's, pulling him to the ground in what looked like a normal challenge. But it wasn't just any challenge. As they fell, Ramos kept holding on Salah's arm, twisting him awkwardly onto the pitch. The Egyptian forward landed hard on his shoulder, immediately screaming in pain. For Salah, the dream of leading his team to a historic Champions League victory was shattered in an instant. The shoulder injury was severe enough that he had to be substituted just minutes later, leaving the field in tears. And with him went Liverpool's best chance of winning. As expected, Real Madrid went on to win the final. And finally, we reach number 1, perhaps the most disrespectful game in football history. Argentina versus the Netherlands at the 2022 World Cup. From start to finish, this match had everything. Trash talking, fouls, tensions, and of course, drama. Before the match even kicked off, Dutch coach Louis van Gaal made some remarks about Messi, sparking a fire in the Argentinian team. Throughout the game, Argentina and the Netherlands clashed with foul after foul. It all reached a boiling point when an Argentinian player fired the ball straight towards the Dutch bench. After a tense penalty shootout, Argentina came out victorious, and they didn't hold back. From mocking the Dutch team to Messi's now iconic
¿Qué mira, bobo? ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Tranquilo, Leo.
comment directed at Wout Weghorst, Argentina showed zero mercy in their celebration. This match wasn't just about football. It was about pride, tension, and sheer disrespect. And for that reason, it earns the top spot on our list. And that wraps up our countdown of the top 7 most disrespectful moments in football history. From savage celebrations to brutal tackles, the beautiful game never disappoints when it comes to drama. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our future videos. We've got plenty more football madness, breakdowns, and giveaways coming your way. Trust me, you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.